Chandler here with OVGR. I know it's been a little while since you guys last saw me. You know, I had some life things happen and whatnot, but yeah, we're back. And today we have a 2004 Honda 400EX, and this bike does run, but it is smoking, ticking, tapping, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's tear into this thing and see what we find. So I'll give you guys a little walk around of the bike before we, you know, start tearing it all apart. Overall, it's not in bad shape. It has brand new tires all the way around, all the bearings, ball joints, everything's tight, you know, so it's a pretty well maintained bike. Unfortunately, you know, the plastics, you know, they do have some cracks. The rear has some stitching, you know, but we don't really care too much about the cosmetic stuff, you know, as long as everything's fine internally and, you know, all the bearings and everything are good, you know, I think it'll be all right. I will go ahead and fire this thing up for you guys so you guys can get an idea of what she's sounding like, what she's doing. She doesn't really want to idle. It's kind of cutting out and smoking and all that stuff. Oh, come on, baby. Yeah. You can hear those valves. Those valves are chattering pretty good. And she's smoking. See, it doesn't want to go over half throttle. It doesn't really like to idle. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can fix all that today. You know, we got a nice box of parts over there. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this thing. Alright, you guys, so we pretty much got this thing all tore down. It took a lot longer than I would have hoped, because whoever worked on this quad last was just ridiculous. They had all the wrong bolts in all the wrong places, so the usual socket set, you know, I had to go and grab other sockets and tools, and then they had half Allen keys and half 8mm all over the place. It was just absolutely ridiculous having to switch back and forth all the time. You know, these things should have all 8mm in the valve cover. They should be 12mm for the exhaust bolts. And there's Allen keys on half the exhaust bolts, and then the other two were 12s, and it was just, yeah, it was just ridiculous. But yeah, we got everything out, and now we're ready to pull the head. As you guys can see, the cam, everything there, cam chain seems all right. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull this head, and yeah, I'll check back in with you guys. should be using a rubber mallet for this. Just trying to be nice and easy with the hammer. Alright, here she is. Okay, the head is separated now. Flip our zip tie. Gotta get this old girl off. I wouldn't imagine that it'll look too bad in here, considering the bike still ran. Maybe somebody installed the oil ring wrong, or you know, the rings are just worn out over time. Drop that cam chain down in there. Alright, here we go. Alright. We have separation. Alright, you guys. So, the head looks pretty good overall. Spark plug doesn't look too bad. You know, obviously there's some carbon buildup on the valves from it burning oil. But, I'm wondering if it wasn't the piston and rings that was bad in this quad the whole time, because look how much oil is around the head gasket. Look how much oil is around the head gasket. And any of you that know anything about 400EXs, I have not touched anything since I pulled this off. Do you guys see something that is missing? Got one, but where's the other? It's missing a dowel pin. And for those of you who don't know, the dowels that go on the studs are so oil can travel up through the cylinder into the head. And if the dowel isn't there, where do you think the oil is going to go? Right into the piston. So I'm going to look and see if my new kit came with any dowels. I think we're gonna go ahead and still put the piston and rings in this, but I think if I would just replace the dowel and put a new head gasket, that this bike would maybe be fixed. But you know, we're already in here and we have the kit, so we're not gonna take any chances. And yeah, I'm gonna pull this cylinder off, and yeah, I'll check back in. All right, you guys. So I guess half of the dowel was in there, but obviously it's not enough for where it meets into the cylinder head. And I pulled that stud out in this joke of a dowel. So the kit I bought didn't come with dowels, so I'm gonna have to either order a dowel pin, or tomorrow I'm gonna check with the local shop and see if they have one. But I guess that's all for today, and this video will probably continue on until I get the dowel, and we'll finish this up. I'll have to look at how much time we've been recording, but if this is the end of the video, then I'll see you guys next time. And if not, then I guess I'll check back in with you guys whenever we get the piece we need. Till then, stay brapping.